Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing something that I probably should have done a while back. Other things have got in the way and it's just been mayhem. It's a walk around of my 2007 Fiat Panda 100HP, the car that replaced our Toyota Yaris, the 2004 one I reviewed 2 videos back I think, so go check that out. It's doing very well for reviews, quite happy with it. But today I'm going to be giving you a walk around the Panda. So here it is, standing tall, looking very well. Paolo the Panda. Obviously it's a 2007 model. Fiat made these 100HPs from 2006, 2011, I think. Or 2010 actually, because they registered them until 2011. The old batch, as they say. So this is a 2007 and it's looking very, very well for the age. It's probably the best conditioned car we've actually had. And it's a little car. The big car, apparent big car, is our Renault Scenic, which is away currently. But we've been using this for a lot of stuff, which I'll talk about later on. But yeah, this is it. It's looking fantastic. Cleaned it this morning. It rained, but it's still looking good nevertheless. I think the design of this car is superb. I did an article last year why the Fiat Panda was the greatest car of all time. The link will be in the description, go check it out. But this car has always been a dream car of mine, the 100HP specifically. And we have one, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So in this video, I'm giving you a walk around, what it's been like to live with, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be going pretty well. So if you haven't already, subscribe, follow me on social media at DanielCars05, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So this is the design. It's boxy, it's a Fiat Panda, but it's a boxy car that looks good. And I've got a thing for unusual looking cars, but this seriously looks cool. Big fat rear bumper with the cheeky little rear spoiler there. We've got a few little details. Panda in that window. Panda in that window. Pedro the Panda. Kung Fu Panda down there if the camera will focus. We also have, we come to the passenger side. 2 pandas there, with one of them that says this. Yeah. But yeah, I seriously think this is a wicked looking car, one of the best designed cars of all time. That's what I'm going to say. It's just my favourite really. This specific Panda's had a few little subtle changes, like the wheels. These have been powder coated from the standard silvery colour to a darker grey. Soon we are actually going to be spraying the brake calipers red, so that's going to be interesting. It's also got a stripe either side, 100HP. And another one this side, 100HP, with the Italian flag. Now, normally these say Abarth, and they're on the Abarth 500s, 595, 695, etc. But this is nice because it says 100HP. And I'm not one of them people that likes to pretend it's an Abarth, because it's not. It clearly says Fiat, and some people need to get that into their heads. Inside the Panda 100HP, it's also a very nice place to be, really. It looks great, it's usable, and I think it's nicer looking than the 500's interior, which I know is going to be controversial down in the comments, but that's just what I think. A few subtle changes, I say subtle, one quite big one actually. Changes from the standard 169 Panda compared to the 100HP. It's a darker colour for the actual trim. Now, the normal Pandas I call rhinoceros spec because they've got sort of a rhino coloured interior. This one is still a bit rhino, but it's darker still. It's got a nice new gear knob. This is 6-speed, obviously, and it's a lovely gear change. Really nice, obviously, with the reverse gear. But the problem is, I'll come to this later on, is because you've got a 6th gear, the turning circle is absolutely naff. Because it's a small car, obviously, 6-speed, your turning circle is not going to be as good as it would be with a 5-speed. So that's one of the niggles, but one of the very few niggles, so we'll let it off. But yeah, the interior is a very, very nice place. The radio is simple to use, everything is simple to use. Climate control, turn it down. It's got working aircon, as of the other week, because we're going away in it, which again, I'll talk about later on, it was interesting. But yeah, everything works in it, ish. Every now and then we do get a power steering fault. It is quite rare that it happens. Now we replace the battery. It's about once every month or so, but you just switch the engine off, on again, and it'll work. So that's one of the problems. So if you're in the market for 100HP, that is one of the things to check, along with the rear beam that is underneath the car, which I'll kindly show you now. that beam there, this is very good for rust. It's not rusty at all, really. It's just surface rust. But the rear beam, you do need to check because it's notorious in a Fiat Panda that it does go. But yeah, it's really nice. You may have spotted as well that what that is a custom exhaust, everybody. My friend Matthew, who might be watching this, gets really annoyed whenever I say it's not a standard exhaust. So yeah, this is it. And what I like about it is it's not too rumbly, it's not too disruptive, but it's still really nice. And people who hear you coming by, they hear it and they think, oh my word, it's a Subaru. Turn around and it's just a Fiat Panda. So there's a few funny faces from time to time, but it sounds brilliant. And in fact, I'm going to put my phone on this very pillar because you want to hear what this car sounds like. So, sound test. I've got to do this quickly before a car comes because we live on a main road, sadly, and it's not too good for things like this. So, jump aboard. That is nice, isn't it? Got a lot of character. I do love this exhaust. Rumbles! The engine in this car is a 1.4 litre petrol, 16 valve, as labelled nicely on the bonnet cover. There's a lot of noise, so I've got to shout. This is the exact same engine-ish that's in the Abarth 500, except the Abarth uses a turbo, which gives it an extra 40 horsepower-ish. But personally, I prefer this engine because to get the power, you really have to rev it, and that's where it gets exciting. You get the full 100 horsepower. So the engine, it really does make you laugh, and it's powerful enough to take a ish-sized family abroad. Now I'm going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about this from the interior because it's very noisy. Yeah, let's just go inside. Also, it's also warmer there as well. So, back in late August, me and my family went on holiday. We went to Newlyn in Cornwall. Lovely week, the weather was okay, but we enjoyed it. And around July time, my dad crazily brought up the fact, it's a bit of a joke really, that we should take this Panda on holiday instead of the Renault Scenic. Now you may be thinking, oh that's easy, just go and do it. It wouldn't be, because it's about 350 miles each way, and there's 4 people, a dog, a load of junk and luggage and food, and 2 bikes, which is the interesting bit. So we bought some roof bars. I will put a picture in now of this car with the bikes on the roof. And we decided, yeah, you know what, let's bring this car and see what it's like. It'll be a laugh anyway, and it's article worthy. There is an article about that, again, link in the description, go check it out, plug. But it did fantastically. It did about 800 miles, fully loaded, really quite low, but the stiff suspension handled it quite well. So yeah, overall it shocked us all. There was the problem with foot ache and leg ache every now and then, but it wasn't too bad really. It was just every now and then. So yeah, we answered the question quite easily actually. Yes, you can take the Panda 100HP on a holiday, sort of comfortably. And yeah, it was a really nice trip really, and the ideal car for racing around Cornwall. One thing I especially like about the Panda, all Pandas actually, is they're actually quite a practical car. And this is mainly due to the shape. It's a box, let's face it, it is a box. It's a lovely box, but it is a box. But the boxiness means you do get a lot of space for your car. When you're inside the car, you feel like you're in quite a big car, but you're not. You're in a Fiat Panda, so just play with your mind a little bit. In the front of the car, you probably saw before actually, there's enough space, there's enough headroom, there's enough leg room. There's a place for your clutch foot just there. It's very nice. One problem though, as we've noticed, is the same with the Fiat 500, is the pedals are quite close together. So if you're a big fee like me, this is size 11 just for reference. Sometimes you can get mixed up with the pedals, which is not good when you go to brake and you press the accelerator. Yeah, not too good, but it's a small car, so we'll let it off. In the back, it's double as good. Now, the back of a small car is normally a place you do not want to be. But the back of the Fiat Panda is a place you'd like to be because A, you've got Pedro the Panda here, bought for about £3 from IKEA. Yes, he's very happy. But honestly, it's fine in the back. You can cope. Now, when we went away to Cornwall, my dad, who is 6'5", opted to go in the back and I went in the front. Very kind of him. He's 6'5" and he had plenty of headroom. I'm about nearly 6 foot and I've got quite a bit of headroom again. You got enough leg room? You've just got enough room, really. Obviously, we had a dog as well, so it's a bit more of a squeeze. But to be honest, the back of a Fiat Panda, there's no problem with it whatsoever. It's all right. Boot space is also very good. The boot, don't know how many litres it is, but I can tell you it is good. Parcel shelf, this is annoying because you have to put it up and down manually. So you get it quite a lot where you've left the parcel shelf up accidentally, you get back in the car and you've got no view out the back whatsoever. So that's quite annoying, but you can reach it, so it's not the end of the world. But the boot is actually very good, represented by our straps and triangle and stuff like that. Comes with a spare wheel, obviously, like most cars. Not many new ones though. And our rubbish spare bulbs. Bosch, not sponsored. But yeah, it is very good. And actually, I'm going to drop in a photo now of this car fully loaded when we went to Cornwall, just for reference. Because, yeah, it was quite mega actually what you could fit in the back of this car. The 100 HP is actually quite easy for a youth like me to drive. Now, it's not as easy as, say, our 1 litre Toyota Yaris as reviewed 2 videos back, but it is still fairly easy to drive if you're not a muppet like some people are. Now, you can see the Panda in the reflection there. That's quite nice. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate. So let's put the engine on, all from the inside of the car. How professional is this? Aircon low. It is very hot, so I'm going to have the aircon on a bit. I'll put the windows down as well, a little bit. I'll do that so you can hear. Would just like to point out this is completely legal. I am on private property on the driveway, so I'm not doing anything illegal whatsoever. But I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is, blah, blah, blah. First gear. If I stall now, that'd be deeply embarrassing. And it rolls very nicely. I'm not going to roll it too much because I had it in a nice spot and I was very happy with it. I was quite proud. But yeah, as demonstrated then, clutch control, if you know your stuff, it'll be fairly easy because, yeah, it's a little Fiat at the end of the day, isn't it? All little Fiats are going to be easy, not like a Rolls Royce or any of them other big cars that are props, just to make you seem big and hard. But yeah, lovely car. So, the Fiat Panda 100 horsepower, Paolo, what is it like? It's tremendous, really nice, easy to live with, and it's just a laugh really, isn't it? And you can pick a good one of these up for around £2,000, but be warned, they are going up in price. There's a car. Anyway, as I was saying, they are very good, I can assure you that. Anybody that goes in one, instantly you will fall in love. I've heard people that are like, really Daniel, Panda 100 HP, and they go in one and they tweet me saying they absolutely love it. I've had it before, seriously. But yeah, they're excellent. Is there anything I don't like? Honestly, no, not really. I haven't found anything that I really dislike about this car as of yet, but there may be a video on that in the future, along with a drive video. So remember to subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends and stuff like that. Follow me on social media as well, at DanielCarzo5. You will see a lot more of this car in the future. But for now, stay safe. Thank you for watching.
Beep.